How do we know what step up looks like if it's no concrete specific determination of what step up is?
I would be on a different, I would have a different view of that, considering that I would say you would have to learn to be able to get, you need to know who you are first before you can really give your time to your child. You have to know who you are.
Okay, now you're talking about a whole nother
That's what I'm
process.
saying.
That might take 30 years. We had some gentlemen on the show who
But I mean,
will find out who they are at 56.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but if they don't know, how can they give to the kid if they don't know who they are?
I'm going to Dr. ZaMiya. When I take this phone call, I'm going to throw this back to you now. How is it that we're supposed to know what those moves are when they're not outlined for us? Go ahead, please.
I think that it starts with the parents
That's what I'm saying. They have to get to know who they
identifying
are.
what works for that family.
Right, right, exactly.
Even in the process of getting to know who you are, you have to know, or you have to set the guidelines that work for your family.
Right.
And again, this is not a topic where every remedy applies to every home, because you have different dynamics, right? You have some women who, because you all didn't work out, they don't want you to be a part of their children's life. They do everything to fight you to stay out of their children's lives, or to turn the kids against you. You have some men who, you know, have addiction problems, and so because of their sickness and their illness, they can't be there for their children. So that's when two adults have to be adults and define what works for that child's needs, and what works for that family.
Okay. Caller, are you there? Who are we speaking to? Hi, Lisa. Everybody say hi,
Hi,
Lisa.
Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. You're like on a virtual AA meeting. Hi, I'm Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Lisa, you had a question or comment. Talk to us.
And one of the things that I saw was that this was coming to one thing in this house that a lot of times with their children. But the women were always trying to dictate what more looks like, or how much more, or how much more. And because they were always trying to manipulate everything in the relationship. The man ended up being sick. Something sometimes we women to step back and allow the men to see him, and to have that time with their children unhindered, and stop trying to tell them what our conceptions of their role should be.
Yes.
Lisa?
Yes.
Lisa, I got 3 heads nodding and some corrects, but
Yes.
oh my
You
goodness.
can't determine how.
Reg, we got 4 head nods. Lisa, I'm gonna need your phone number when we get off here, because I gotta get you on the show. All right, Dr. ZaMiya, I'm going right to you, Dr. ZaMiya.
Lisa, I'm so glad that you called in and you made that statement, because this is the reason why a lot of men are not involved in their children's lives. And we have for so many years, we've put so much, we've put the spotlight on what the man is not doing, that nobody looks at our behavior. And so society has brought us to a place where it's time for women to check themselves.
Right.
Because a lot of the things that we're dealing with, as it relates to our relationships with men, we caused it, we provoked it, because we are trying to be manipulative, we are trying to be deceptive, we are trying to dictate how everything goes, instead of taking into consideration that we have to consider another human being who does not think the way we think, who does not perceive things the way that we perceive things.
May not be raised the way we've been raised.
Exactly.
So it's a total
So there are
difference.
many different characteristics that play into why something didn't work, why something is not working. And so we have to come together to be able to figure out what works best for us. So, you know, I've said for years, some laws need to be changed. And I know that from a personal experience, you know, and watching, you know, someone that was very dear to me go through a heartbreaking terror with his child, and he looking like the monster, when behind the whole scenes it was the child's mother. So there needs to be laws that need to be redefined, relooked at, so that everybody can get a fair across the board, you know, look at what's going to work for our children today.
Lisa? Hello? Lisa, did we lose you?
Yeah, he lost it.
Because sometimes the mother's like trying to manipulate the father, with like he's her child.
Exactly.
Like, you can't treat this man as though he's your child,
Exactly.
considering that you have raised your child how you want your child to be. But this man has been raised by someone else, that in a whole different lifestyle, and it's crazy. And then you're trying to make him do what you want him to do
Exactly.
because you want him to fit the mold of what you want him to fit. It doesn't work like that.
And when he doesn't, then you
Right, then
use
you're
the
gonna
child
need
as
the
your
child.
child.
Right, absolutely.
So, okay.
That's probably at least I get.
Y'all sit tight. Dr. ZaMiya, as I pick up the phone, you have experienced some things in your life that have led to you to writing a book. And as I pick up this phone and take this next caller, please talk a little bit about what it's about and why we need to know.
Well, the name of the book is called Deliverance from the Vicious Cycle of Abuse. Now, normally when people hear that, the first thing that they think about is sexual or physical abuse. Basically, the book talks about relationship toxicity. So I talk about mental abuse, verbal abuse, emotional abuse, spiritual abuse. Abuse is so much more than physical or sexual abuse. And so we go
It's a
through,
lot of feedback, bro.
Yeah.
and
we'll
so
get
we
straight.
go through, a lot of toxic relationships. We embrace toxic relationships because we don't know what it looks like.
Right.
It becomes our norm. And so when we think that is normal and we meet people who have, received an awakening or revelation that, hey, I don't have to deal with this, then we try to, we try to put our feelings on top of, or we try to make a person feel bad because they refuse to allow themselves to be in situations that will cause them to be abused. Many people suffer emotional, mental, verbal, especially verbal abuse. If someone calls you out your name, that's verbal abuse. If someone lies to you on a consistent basis, that's emotional abuse as well as mental abuse and verbal abuse because you can't depend on that person. If someone is always trying to manipulate you, control you, deceive you, it causes emotions to stir up in you that make you react in a way that is out of your character. You would normally act. And so when we embrace these things as normal and make it a normal part of our life, and we bring people like this into our circle, and we wonder why we're dealing with depression, because see, it don't just stop there. Then you bring on mental illnesses within yourself. You bring on physical sicknesses within yourself. Your environment. We weren't created to live in toxic environments.
It's like you break your immune system down.
Exactly.
People don't understand
Bit by
that.
bit. Exactly. And
No, but so you talked about, when I grabbed the phone, did you mention about the book while I was talking about
I did.
it? Okay,
I
great.
did.
I just want to make sure, because I was
I
trying
can't
to.
wait to read that book. My name should be in that book. I'm like, oh my God. I've been married. Look, I've been married several times.
Okay, don't share, don't tell. Reggie, strike that from the record.
But you know what, Roland? It's a book that everyone will find themselves in.
Exactly.
You
That's
will
real
find
life.
yourself in this
That
book.
is real
If
life.
you're a leader, if you're a supervisor, how do you lead? How do you, if you feel like you need to be a taskmaster, you're abusing those that are underneath of you.
Oh, I love this book, so we're here. I mean, it's not an issue. So you don't have to tell me.
You will find yourself in this
Yeah,
book.
look at him and tell them jokers. He's getting a what's the name? So we're gonna take a break in about 75 seconds, and before we do, Lisa, you're still on the line.
Hi, Lisa.
Wow, Lisa, seems like you're enjoying the conversation.
Okay.
And I want to keep everything that you said, because we're talking to a 21-year veteran of the police department.
All right.
There working Prince George's.
All right.
And it's such a balancing act that we have had
Yeah.
to do in trying to be the police while staying black, while remaining true to your blackness.
Yes.
And for me, being a mom of two sons, two black sons,
Yes.
and with my last name being a Muslim last name, it's definitely a juggling act.
Okay, so I know who you are now.
I
All right, Lisa.
understand.
Yeah, I know. I'll see you on Facebook, Lisa. I love you too. All right, don't start now. Won't be nothing. Folks, we're gonna take a quick station break from last name Muslim. Break from.
My last name
I can't even
Muslim
talk.
also.
Right. All right, we'll be back in about.
Thank you, Lisa.
We'll be back in 47 seconds. Sit tight. That's about good. All right. All right. Come on, Calvary. Come on and see us. Coach Tanya, I'm going to let Frank sit here. Dr. ZaMiya, I'm going to have you step off real quick. And actually, yeah. Is Frank here?
Yeah, he's out here somewhere.
Let me leave.
Just on the quick.
She's on the line. All right.
She's hung up.
Hey, how are you?
Mute the phone. Mute the phone.
So this is our commercial.
How are you?
Oh, this is a commercial for
Oh, cool.
Let Kyrie sit there. You sit.
I see.
You know what Kyrie next to me.
I thought she wanted to be in the middle.
You are, she is, Kyrie in the middle. And she's gonna tell you about her business. I'm gonna jump right into it.
Headphone.
Great conversation, folks. It is Roland Bubba Grimes here on Roland Grimes Show Live. Beauty and the Beast, if you haven't noticed, the Beauty has stepped off for a second so she can handle some business for us. She's working on
I'm not handsome.
Okay, now you're changing the name of the show. Frankie J in the house. I see my man Robert Hall from the Hall Street Journal. Folks, give him a hand.
Yes, sir.
Hall Street Journal on Monday, 7 to 9 a.m. Coffee everywhere. Right after that, Keep It Moving Show, The Heaven in Every Black Face, Roland Grimes Show Thursday night. Followed by my man Hakeem, the Success Scholar, coming on in a second. And before we go any further, Kyrie, my good friend, has come back to see me. Hi, Kyrie.
Hello, Roland. How are you?
All right. Frank doesn't know anything about you. He just
No, I don't.
he think I brought you up here so I can start Beauty and the Beast Part 2. But
Oh, she's
Frank,
a cutie pie.
Frank, but that's not why she's here. All right. So so stare down, and this is what we're gonna do. She has a business proposition for us,
Oh,
and a good
do
one.
tell.
Talk about your business.
The business, it is a prepaid MasterCard. It is called Cascade, CASCADE.com. Cascade. What it is when you use that Cascade prepaid MasterCard, it's your card, okay? It's not a credit card. So it has all of the back MasterCard.
Okay.
Okay. So every time that you use that card, you in turn will receive a percentage back. There's some qualifications though. One of the qualifications is you have to spend $350 a month, which is your money, okay? Pay bills. I pay my Geico bill, the insurance bill, and of course that cell phone bill that's always over $100 and something.
Exactly.
Okay, so when you use that on a non-debit purchase, which is a charge, basically you get a percentage. And you tell people by building a business that you tell somebody to come through and look at the card.
The
They have
microphone.
And
Slide the microphone with you so we can slide the microphone.
so I have my name under my company is cascade.com/neativory, NEATIVORY. Okay, so I use that on a daily basis and I receive money back from shopping.
Wow.
So here it is. Say for instance that you go to Macy's and you buy some jewelry for your significant other. So every time that you use that card, Cascade charges Macy's what you call a cashback fee. So they give you a percentage back of that cashback fee every month.
Oh, wow.
And that's how they charge Macy's interchange fees.
So I can buy things like groceries,
Yes,
pay my phone bill like you said,
Yes.
utility bills,
yes.
car note.
Card note is usually taken out through withdrawals on a credit card. So
Okay.
they don't do it with a
Ah, I
credit
Okay.
transaction.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Get money back every month?
And now,
Check.
and now,
I guess it goes right back to your
It
card.
goes right back to your card.
Oh, that's nice.
So
so Kyrie, now as you look at the camera and tell these beautiful folks, they also can do something else with it. There are very few things they can do in life. They can also show other people how to do it as well, and then encourage them to do it and actually make money with them.
Yes.
as they make their purchases.
Yes.
So explain to the beautiful folks out there looking at you exactly how some of that works. We had about 2 minutes at the most, and we're going to have to bring you back with it.
Okay, so what it is, I tell you, you tell someone else, and that someone else tells someone else. And it goes down like a pyramid in the cycle. So every time that person charges, you receive a fund back, and it goes up the line, down the line, then it change. So there is a one-time fee of $6.99 for the card itself.
That's pretty cheap.
And there is an ongoing fee, which is $4.99. That's it.
I like the business idea.
So you
Definitely.
make money. You make
Yeah.
money. So where you need to go to is www.cascade.com/meet Ivory. MEATIVORY.
All right, Frank, we're going to do that as soon as we leave here. We're going to check it out.
Absolutely.
That's
All right,
what
folks,
you
look,
say, Bastar.
but I did. Oh, did y'all see that Grinch? All that shit. Reggie's like, okay, you just got called on the carpet, Big Bubba. All right, so, Kyrie, we're going to talk in a minute now, all right? Okay, holla. Folks, Roland Bubba Graham Show, and this show is going into the time tunnel. It was no joke. Frank, thank you.
Yes, sir. Anytime, buddy.
Kyrie, love you. Ron, as always. Reggie, you're the best. Coach Tanya, I hope you come back next time. Ramalda, thank you, love you. Dr. ZaMiya, you're the best. No matter what we say about you, you're still the best. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a break next week because Big Bubba got a birthday. If Reggie told me I could take a day off for my birthday. I was only born once. Dr. ZaMiya, though, you and I got work to do. All right, folks, love you. We'll see you soon. God bless. Roland Bubba Graham. We're out.